Hello everyone, welcome to this series on literary theories, and in this video we are going to analyze Derrida's of Grammatology and the concept of textuality. Introduction. Jacques Derrida's of Grammatology is a seminal text in post-structuralist thought, challenging traditional notions of language and meaning. Derrida's work has sparked extensive debate, particularly his assertion that there is nothing outside the text. This statement is often misinterpreted as suggesting an extreme form of textualism where reality is seen as entirely constructed by language. However, a closer examination of Derrida's work reveals a more nuanced perspective. Contextualizing, there is nothing outside the text. Derrida's famous phrase is frequently cited out of context, leading to misunderstandings about its implications. Critics often interpret it to mean that Derrida denies the existence of a reality independent of language. However, Derrida's actual argument is more about the nature of interpretation and the relationship between language and meaning. This video aims to delve into the specific section of grammatology where this statement appears to understand its significance. The exorbitant questions of method. In the section titled The Exorbitant Questions of Method, Derrida examines Rousseau's essay on the origin of languages and uses this analysis to reflect on the nature of interpretation itself. Derrida introduces the concept of supplement, a term that in French can mean both an addition and a replacement. This dual meaning highlights the way language both adds and replaces reality. The nature of interpretation. Derrida questions the traditional method of interpreting texts, which he refers to as doubling commentary. This method seeks to reconstruct a pre-existing, non-textual reality that supposedly underlies the text. Derrida argues that this approach is flawed because it assumes there is a reality that can be separated from language. Instead, Derrida suggests that interpretation should be deconstructive rather than reconstructive. The relationship between word and world. Derrida's claim that there is nothing outside the text should be understood within the context of his broader critique of traditional notions of meaning and reference. He asserts that reading cannot transgress the text to reach an external reality because such a reality is always already mediated by language. Thus, the idea of a transcendental signified or an ultimate meaning that exists outside of language is illusory. Writing and the absence of natural presence. Derrida elaborates that beyond what we perceive as Rousseau's text, there has always been only writing. This means what we consider as natural presence or reality is actually constituted through writing and language. Writing in this sense is not merely a representation of reality, but the very process that brings meaning into being. Implications for critical reading. For Derrida, critical reading involves recognizing the limitations of traditional interpretive methods and embracing a deconstructive approach. This approach does not seek to uncover an external reality, but to explore the complex interplay of language, meaning, and interpretation within the text itself. Conclusion. Re-evaluating Derrida's perspective. Derrida's view on language and reality are often portrayed as radical and uncompromising. However, a detailed examination of his work reveals a more sophisticated argument about the nature of interpretation and the inseparability of language and meaning. By understanding the context of his famous statement, "There is nothing outside the text," readers can appreciate Derrida's contribution to post-structuralist thought and the ongoing debate about the relationship between word and world. So this was the analysis of Derrida's of grammatology and the concept of textuality. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other topic. Until then, goodbye and thank you.